We're live right now, right? Right, okay. Hello there. DeFi Prime team is excited to start another AMA episode with Anton Bukov and Sergej Kunz at 1inch. My name is Nadia and I'm going to be an AMA series host. In the beginning, I would like to say a few questions about how it will go. As usual, we asked DeFi community to post questions about 1inch at our Alpha DeFi forum. So we sourced a few interesting questions for AMA there. And we will ask a few questions from our team as well. Thank you, 1inch and DeFi community to join us today. And here we go. The first question is, can you introduce yourself and give us a little of your background and what got you into crypto?
Yeah, hi everyone. My name is Sergey. So I was born in Russia, grown up in Germany, and there for like 20 years. And my background is I'm software engineer, software architect, and security expert with almost 15 years of professional experience. I own also a German company in telecommunication aggregation services. And my first touch point was with mining and crypto. And I started to mine Ethereum a little bit later after the first touch point with Bitcoin. And then met Anton, and we just started to hack everywhere and everything. So,
my name is Anton Bukov. I'm working as software developer for more than 15 years. I started with developing software for desktop applications, cross-platform applications. Then spent some time working as iOS developer. It's Apple iOS platform. And a couple of years ago, I discovered smart contracts for myself and was so amazed by the technology and the power I could achieve, moving some user values and do some crazy stuff, in DeFi. I was so amazed by this technology, so I can't do anything else.
Okay, great, thank you. And the second one. What is the 1inch in a nutshell? What 1inch does, who use it, and why?
So the initial idea of 1inch was to solve a problem which we met together with Anton and last year. We had the problem to find the right service which can show us where's the best rate and offer us to solve for the best price on the market. So we didn't find one, and we decided to build our own. Yeah, and the next best possibility was to build it on ETH New York. I had some discussions with Vitalik Buterin there, also with Hayden Adams from Uniswap.
Okay.
And we thought like, oh yeah, we can build it over 2 nights, and we did it. Yeah, without any sleep. We had fully working MVP, and we were able to split among Kyber, Uniswap, and Banker. Actually, we discovered the vulnerability in Banker network this night and reported that. Also, we fixed that with our own deployment of the contracts to let the 1inch working and splitting. So yeah, 1inch is a DEX aggregator, which, or maybe DeFi, but better word is DeFi aggregator, which offers you the best rates on the market. By also taking into account the gas costs as well.
Yeah. I can add that initially when we started, the algorithm was pretty simple. It was just about splitting among several sources. It was 3, 5, 6 sources, and it was just split. It was a solution of problem how to distribute your user volume among these DEXs to achieve the best rate. But since we started, everything changed in the DeFi. As you heard, like balancers started and a lot of other AMMs, where each AMM, each pool is distinct DEX. And for now, aggregation among all these liquidity sources requires to take into account hundreds of different pools. It's really works absolutely different than how we started initially. Initially, it was like splitting among 5 sources, but right now it's about building more complex path of swaps of different tokens among thousands of different pools. You have to look at thousands, but at the end you will swap on a few ones, but you have to take all these pools into account for sure.
So yeah, how you said, we are like a DeFi aggregator. We offer not only swaps, exchanges on one inch. We offer also limit orders. You can set limit orders on 0x Mesh protocol. Soon we plan to deliver our own protocol for limit orders as well. We have an interface for finding a best liquidity pool where everyone can just provide liquidity and earn on the APR. Of that, and we improve also other spaces, like we introduced Swap, have you seen? So we just solved another problem and found out that we solved actually 2 problems. The first one is let the liquidity providers earn most of the money compared to the traditional AMM platforms like Uniswap. We earn more because we take the money from arbitrage traders. A good example is, for example, if someone swap a huge amount of tokens on Uniswap, they have price slippage, maybe 5%, and the arbitrage traders take these 5% by swapping in the reverse direction. In our case, it wouldn't work because we have virtual balances, we have a time slot where the price is increasing slowly for the arbitrage traders, and the arbitrage traders, they compete and mostly swap for not the best rate if you compare to Uniswap, for example. And the second problem what we solved by it was like for free for us because of this technology and architecture, it's not possible to front run Uniswap. So in the Uniswap, someone make a transaction with like 5% of maximum acceptable price slippage. Someone can buy before you and sell after you. And this is not working on Uniswap.
Let me describe this in detail. When we came up to idea how to use virtual balances to allow liquidity providers to earn on slippages, which happened to those who swapped, we found out that we somewhere heard of virtual balances where we did heard it a few years ago, and we found article of Vitalik Buterin of 2018 or 2017. I'm not sure. We have to recheck. We mentioned this article link in our white paper for sure, and we realized that Vitalik Buterin proposed almost the same approach, almost the same solution, but for absolutely different problem. We tried to increase liquidity providers' earnings, but Vitalik Buterin was talking about preventing front running and proposed like exactly the same behavior, exactly the same algorithm of virtual balances. And we solved a different problem, but achieved front running.
Something wrong with the internet reception, right? Can you hear me?
Yeah, it works.
Yeah, we can hear you.
It works?
Yeah, it works.
Now
oh, okay.
It works.
Now it's good. It's good. It's better. So please go ahead.
Our Wi-Fi is on this palm, you know.
It's okay. Now I can hear you and see you.
Yeah.
So do you want something to say more about it?
No, I guess not. Go ahead.
No?
With the next,
Are you done?
next
Okay.
question.
Okay, good. Okay, so we are going to next question. The gas cost on Ethereum is through the roof in the last 3 months. Will 1inch work with another blockchain like Tron, Polkadot, or Near?
Today we announced that we are gonna expand to Tron because we know there are a lot of users, and we think we can provide aggregation services on Tron, like 1inch interface for Tron, and for sure we can have a Uniswap version for Tron, because why not? We should like expand to allow more people on different layer 1 solutions on different blockchains to use 1inch services.
Yeah, Tron is similar to Ethereum because they forked Ethereum, and these smart contracts are looking similar. And actually, Tron would work much better for the new users, I would say. Like sending transaction, which is mined just after it was delivered in the network. It's actually great, yeah, for the new users. Of course, they have not a lot of tokens, but they have USDT and some other tokens, also like BitTorrent token, for example. There are a lot of people who bought that, and now they can trade against Tron and USDT and so on and so on. Already, Anton said we are going to deliver Uniswap on Tron. We are right now waiting for the version 2 of Uniswap, and then we will deploy it.
We're not waiting. We're working on it.
Yeah, I'm waiting. So yeah, there's a plan for version 2 of Uniswap. We collected a lot of feedback. We got kind of a shitstorm. I say it was shit hurricane. But I say it's great. It's great to get any feedback, to collect that, and work to improve our services and everything what we do, because we do it for you, for the community, and not for ourselves. You know, actually, of course, we started to build the tools for ourselves, and found out that all the other guys like that tools as well. But yeah, we built for you. Yeah.
Thank you. So the next one. What is more important for AMM?
Excuse me, we forgot. Yeah, about Near protocol. Yeah,
okay.
we will deploy also version on Near protocol. So Polkadot, we are in touch with the guys. They asked to deliver something on Polkadot. We'll see. We have to concentrate our manpower in efficient manner, I would say. And yeah, Tron implementation is quite easy, and Near could be cost a little bit more. Polkadot maybe next year. So
it's good. Okay, and next one. What is more important for AMM, DEX liquidity or trading volume? What do you think?
I would say both is very important. What you see on Uniswap, they have a lot of volume, just because the people are quite lazy, or maybe they don't know other services. So I can give you an example. Someone swap on Uniswap like 1,000 Ether to USDC, they will have a huge price leakage. They will lose the money. And who earns on that is are the arbitrage traders. Yeah, most of the money would go to arbitrage traders. So on Uniswap. And right now, somehow Uniswap got a lot of people who use Uniswap directly, and because of that, they generate actually a good amount of generated fees in the liquidity pools. But if you compare the volume on Uniswap and the earnings from Uniswap from Uniswap, you get more generated fees because of our price slippage earnings and the normal liquidity pool earnings. So liquidity is very, very important in the terms that you will not get any trades without good liquidity. For example, we have right now $75 million in Uniswap, and Uniswap has right now around 500. Yeah. And on specific pairs, we can't get the volume from, for example, 1inch, because we have a fair volume. We route fair volume, so our algorithm look where's the best profitable route, and the user will swap.
Yeah, I'd say Uniswap gets volumes it really deserves, proportional to its liquidity.
So, and Uniswap, from our point of view, has unfair volume right now, but the market is looking for efficiency, yeah, and they will optimize. The market will self-optimize and swap through our aggregators from our point of view. So yeah, it's like also chicken egg problem, you know, no liquidity, no volume, yeah, low volume, low earnings in the liquidity pools, no incentivizations for the people to put liquidity into it. Because of that, we decide to introduce our early liquidity mining program to get 1inch token, which is not for investment, yeah. Don't invest in 1inch. This is a fully utility token, which is needed for our next product on which we are working right now and going to release this year for sure. And it will be used for secure the network and some staking changes. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you for answering. Another question is, what will you do to prevent forks of 1inch when anonymous developers just add a DAO community token and launch of all of this fairly?
So they can't do that. Our user interface is not open source. You know, like there are people like Uniswap who says, oh, we have an open source product and we are going to publish to everyone. And since someone forked that, I hear a lot of shit comments from Hayden Adams who write that we copied everything from Uniswap. We copied the protocol, but it's not true. We wrote completely own implementation of AMM. And yeah, we forked the UI of Uniswap from Uniswap because like the functionality is similar, and we don't like to invest a lot of money to make the same. Yeah, don't reinvent the wheel. And if they like stay on the point, oh, we produce open source code, then they should also stay to that and not crying on Twitter to like 100,000 people that we copied them. This one point. We clearly decide to not publish our UI as open source to just avoid scammers.
It's about 1inch.
Yeah, it's 1inch. Yeah, because there are a lot of scammers who just can fork you and scam all the people with, for example, what happens last week. Someone created a page of 1inch, similar, yeah, but not with the same functionality. But from the first view was similar, and they name it like a little bit different, yeah. And the user could maybe think, oh, this is 1inch, and they ordered ads, Google ads. So we had to report that to remove the scam, and we had also to report it to MetaMask and so on and so on. So yeah. About the fork, it's not possible to fork 1inch because our algorithms are under our IP right, and we protect them. Yeah, and our next version is written on the back end, not only because to protect us, it's also about to deliver best quality to the user, to have a response time under 1 second. And at the beginning, it was quite easy to aggregate among 5 resources. Right now, how Anton said, we have hundreds of resources. We have to aggregate in a very efficient way.
Yeah, let me elaborate. Initially, our algorithm was working right on front end. Your website in your browser was making all these requests to all these DEXs via MetaMask, and it was like fully decentralized. We had no own servers at all. And right now we have to check hundreds of different pools, and your web browser can't handle it. It took more than 10 seconds. And if you will do this from mobile, it will be like almost impossible. So we are gonna like have a backend baked service, but which will work really great. It will give you a response under 1 second and will build like the most amazing paths you could imagine.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you for your point of view. Thank you. What do you think about the current DeFi community motto? No VCs, no pre-mine, no ICO. The community seems to be obsessed with fair launches.
Yeah, let me elaborate. This is mostly related to governance tokens because it only makes sense, distribution only makes sense for governance tokens. How much belongs to whom, to whales, to VCs, and so on. Yeah, it's only about governance token. The thing is that the most, not most, but huge part of DeFi users right now, those who farm these tokens, they possibly never heard of utility tokens and projects with utility tokens. They think that any token is about governance, but it is not actually.
Actually, from my point of view, this governance pre-mine is maybe also similar to ICO hype. You know, the thing is, you have seen on Sushi, yeah. So there, like normal people organized some money and provide liquidity and staked it then on a Sushi contract, main contract. But then whales joined it, yeah, and they put it a lot of money and they got the most share in from the pie. And this is not only in a Sushi. It's so this is also similar in other projects, also with governance. A good example is for Compound. Most of the people who can create a proposal are the founders or the investors, yeah. And this is kind of maybe not the same, similar to Wi-Fi, yeah. I earn, yeah, there are people who have a little bit of Wi-Fi token, but they are still whales, yeah, and they can also vault. So, and I know that the community don't like to hear such statements like they are whales, but it's true, yeah. The most of the governance current implementations are taken by the whales, yeah. We are going to introduce very soon with the Uniswap v2 our governance implementation called instant governance. This is something different. We see current governance implementations not efficient enough. For example, if the community knows better than the team itself, then the community has already a problem. So if they know better than the team itself, then they can implement by themselves, yeah. And the other point is, if the community says you have to do that, and the team wouldn't do that, nothing would happen. You know, no one come from police or something like that, or from the court, and say, okay, you have to implement that. So you know, like this is like it's for me personally, it feels like in kindergarten. You know, yeah, we decide now to build something, but no one has to do that, yeah. And because of that, we are going to introduce our own governance architecture, which is called instant governance, and this is really then protocol related and very, very smart. But yeah, soon more about that.
Okay, the last one. How's Uniswap stands against Sushiswap?
I like to say we don't like to compete with anyone. So we are mission driven. We love to solve problems and improve the space, and do it everything very efficient. And Sushiswap is a kind of community project. It fucked up already. The developer just decided to do an exit scam. Because of that, all the normal teams have locks like vesting. Yeah, like we have 4 years. The first year we will get nothing, and after the first year we will get a little bit unlocked over the next 3 years in our 1-inch token distribution. And like in a Sushiswap, the one guy had the opportunity to just sell everything, and they did that. Why not? They just collected like $12 million. Now they can buy an island and have a nice life. Yeah, But what is left after that? A community with a lot of people who invested a lot of money, and it was great that FTX participated in to fix that. Yeah, Sam is one of our friends as well, and we will support them. We have integrated Sushi. It's an additional liquidity source for us, and it's great. It's improved the space, and they didn't scam. Yeah, so they're this very professional. They have a good engineering team, and we wish also in the future to work more with that guys. Yeah, this. We see that it's a good movement at the end. Yeah, kind of a happy end story.
Yeah. About the end. The thing is that you saw like Uniswap exists for many months, and we launched Uniswap. Someone launched Sushiswap. It seems like there's like some kind of interesting competition between the projects. Yeah, it seems so. But who are winning this competition is users, because 1-inch users got better prices because they have access to all this huge liquidity. Right now it's distributed among all these different dexes, and that's why we started 1-inch to make users to benefit of all this fragmented liquidity.
So it's nice to hear. Thank you guys for your time. Thank you. Well, it seems like we are done for today. Thank you again to Anton Bukov and Sergej Kunz for joining us, and all the community members viewing the stream. We will also add any links to the description of the YouTube video once completed, so you can follow up with your research and explore 1-inch further. If you have a question that was not addressed, please feel free to drop by the DeFi Prime social media channels after the chat, and we will do our best to answer them. We are looking forward to do more of this in the future, so make sure to subscribe to our channel and for more content from the DeFi Prime team. Thank you so much. Thank you for your time. Thank you for joining us.
Yeah, thank you. It was a pleasure to stay here and keep swapping.
The same thing. Thank you so much.